Well, good day, tubes. How's she hanging? Pretty good here, pretty good here. So we got some parts in today. Good old Amazon. Can hardly believe it. You can get parts off Amazon. What did we get? I already got it kind of opened up. Oh, yeah, there's some parts. Well, there's some parts I didn't need, really. But they're handy. Those are little Schrader valves. And some tools and the pulling into the rim tool. Figured I'd keep some of them here. I got a good set here of hopefully easy outs. Screw extractors for getting the screw out of that flywheel. Here's hoping. So 1/4 inch and 5/16. I think that's a 5/16 bolt in there. They want you to drill 1/8 inch. Huh. Okay. Good to know. We'll put those somewhere where I'll definitely lose them. No, I'm just kidding. Hopefully I don't. So yeah, I got a couple of parts here. Let's see here. How are we going to get into these? I'm running out of room here. Anyways, before we do that, I got the shroud off the old radiator. Had to heat a couple of the screws up off the old one, and then they pulled right out. I think it's all lined up where the screws have to go, except there's missing one down on this corner. So I might have to get a little short screw in there, and you don't have much room, but to get a little screw into there to hold that, so that's good. Let's push this guy just off to the side, and we'll look at our new parts for the clutch here. Not that I need them right yet. It's going to be a wee bit until we get all the leaks figured out here, but anyways, that's looking pretty good, but kind of thinking I might paint that. Sandblast up, paint it all black maybe. Maybe it would blend in better with the radiator. I probably should paint the radiator too, because I bet you this crap that they sprayed it with won't last too long. But anyways, let's have a look at these parts. So I'm not exactly sure why they boxed it inside the box. I guess probably because of the way I ordered it with these other parts. They just kind of threw the box in here and then threw those parts in. Oh, oh, okay. So I got boxes coming out of my wazoo right now. Boxes all over the place. And these pack thingies, whatever they call them. Airspace poly air. Airspace. Space air. Okay, what do we got there? Release bearing. Ooh, hey now. And that's the pilot bearing, hopefully. And there's the clutch alignment tool. So hopefully that fits. Whoa, it looks like it should be alright. And yeah, so I gotta figure out how this bearing comes out of the housing. Jeez, bud, get on her. That sounds like a V6 screaming. They just sound terrible when you put exhausts on them. I'm sorry, you have to have a V8. That looks like, whoa, a release bearing. It's got to go on that way, actually. That faces the clutch side. It rolls. Oh, hopefully it rolls. Well, okay. Okay. It's very greasy, must say. Alright, I've got a clutch disc in here. I'm not going to touch it. Oh, it's in plastic. So, ooh, look at that. That's what they look like when they're not covered in oil. I like to compare that actually with the other one. And in here should be clutch plate. Of course, I pulled the wrong side out. It's over here. The pressure plate. Oh, and it is. So yeah, they don't give you new bolts, which I don't really like. I think that should, but I guess they don't know what length you're gonna need, right? Oh gosh, that thing is heavy. My goodness. Yeah. Well, I guess we won't get her right out today, but that is her anyways. Looks a lot nicer in there too. Okay. Okay, good enough. So that's that. That's good. We got more parts here waiting. Now, I gotta get these bikes all put away. More garbage. Oh yeah, that's what she said. Oh boy, right at her. And one more. Oh. Ran out of air. Gotta dump my garbage out too, but okay, so yeah, I want to get this flywheel off. Let's go have a look here. More freaking garbage. I want to get this flywheel off today and see what I'm gonna have to do for them. I really think this motor needs a valve job too. It I don't know, it turns over so easy. I don't think that's kind of right. But I'll get my impact on these bolts. And I'm not going to take two of them. I'll leave just on a bit so I can get the flywheel loose without it falling off onto the floor. And I'm going to have to do some shopping. Probably one of my local... Whoa. Won't fall off of there. One of my local shops here and get some... bolts here for it. I'm going to replace them all. Got lock washers. I got lock washers, but I just don't have the bolt. There's that one there that I got to try to get out too. And hopefully they're not Loctited in, because that would suck. And I got a new ring gear too. Got to inspect this one, and I don't know if this one is a square cut one or if it had the bevel one. I got one of each here. My stepdad actually had a beveled one. And I ordered one before he told me about it. One I got was a square cut gear. I'm like, oh geez, I don't know if that's right. But anyways, let me get some stuff together. We'll get the lights turned on here and figure out what we're gonna do here. Getting this flywheel off. All right, let's see what this little impact will do here. I don't have a whole pile of air. I might have to go fire up the little generator there and build the air back up. I got my finger condoms on this time, which is good. Oh yeah, that's not bad. Gonna leave those ones a bit loose. Just so when I break the the flywheel off there, it doesn't go boom onto the floor. Not too bad. Good fine threads, even they're oily in there. Holy jumping. Those up there, so they don't fall off. Okay, that should be loose enough now. I doubt that'll just fall off. And let's see what we can do. We've got a block of wood just to hit the back as much as we can get in here. I think she moved a bit. There's just two pins in there they pin onto. Yeah, I don't think that should turn over that easy. There's not very much resistance there. Okay, that feels like it's almost good. Almost good. Still have a bit of room there. And there's a bit of resistance there, but not like what it should be. Is my thinking anyways. Okay, I think that's ready to go. gonna have to really inspect this. It looks like someone's been hammering on this flywheel. There's hammer marks. Holy jumping. Okay, give it a little bit more tapping. Yeah, I think we're good to come right off now. I'm really not looking forward to trying to get this bolt out of here, the broken one. Oh, geez. Okay, that's got to be just about her now. I think we're good to take these off. Find a home for these temporarily, kind of thing. And I'm going to mark this, even though the marks will probably come off. They'll probably come off. But anyways. Now, how heavy is this going to be? There she goes. Ow, fingers! Frickin' fingers! Yep, that's heavy. Oh, I fell right down. Mostly these two, but that one a little bit too. Ooh, that's a heavy flywheel. Okay, we should be able to get that throw out bearing, or sorry, release, no, pilot bearing from the back here. We'll take her in the shop here and have a look at her though. But sure would like to know what kind of oil this has been leaking in here. It looks like hydraulic to me. It smells sort of like it. So I think this end is all right. Boy, you'd have to somehow support this engine, because if you took this oil pan off, it's this whole bottom section, the whole oil pan that's mounted to that front axle that we just repaired there. So holy cow, what a mess. Oh, there's a lot of goo in here. Well, start spraying with some brake cleaner, I guess, and maybe a lot of shop towels. There's a lot of probably clutch goo in here, which I shouldn't probably be really touching. Leave that in there for now. Well, let's take this flywheel in the garage shed shop thingy here, and we'll have a look. But yeah, that's a crazy design. So if you need to even just replace the rope seals in and around behind the crankshaft here, you would have to somehow support the top of the engine, because all this mounts to the bell of the here and everything. That's a heck of a thing. So you'd have to support it by the head bolts, I guess. A couple of chains hanging off the hooks on the or some straps or something to get into there. So, but I don't think it's leaking engine oil. At least I hope it's not. But I'm all covered up here right now. But it's getting oil from, I think, this other side for sure. But anyways, let's go in and let's go have a look at this flywheel a bit closer here. Well, there she is. Not super nice looking at all. I think that thing must weigh around 50, maybe 60 pounds. So, apparently these are original bolts. I was doing some reading on these with the little shoulder on them like that, only short threads. Most of them were saying I replace them with 5/16 1 inch. I think that's 1 inch. grade 8 bolt. So I might do that. I'll have to see if I can get some around here. I'm pretty sure I can. Oh, that one's a lot longer, isn't it? So someone's been in here. I don't really think these are originals. And that's another short one. I think those are like a 3/4, and that's another longer one. So what a mess. And then this is the one I got to work on getting out in there. So probably should just take this down to my parts cleaner, but I just want to see the surface up here mostly and see if it's alright. We're gonna have to change the ring gear on it. I don't know whether I'll get to that or not today, because you gotta get the torch out for that. You gotta heat them up almost red hot, really hot anyways. Really hot, and some of this junk flushed out of here. Really hot, and then it expands it, and then it'll just fall right on, fall right off. And that's kind of the way we do them. That's the way I've done them anyways, and it seems to work good. Oh yeah, I just wiped the marks off. That's alright, I guess. So I'm going to knock out this pilot bearing, I guess, today. I'll probably just take it down to my parts washer down there, but yeah, this thing's freaking heavy, let me tell you. Yeah, this is missing its back cover here, so that's probably not so good on that old barling. Good old barling. Now, what have I got other than my seal driver kit here to bash that out? It's not like I gotta save that one. Probably a bit better coming out this way, I would think. 'Cause it looks like someone hammered on it too and kind of made a mess of it. I got some sockets here, I guess that might work for now. Not quite big enough. 13/16, so that's not quite big enough. I don't have my, I believe I have my large sockets here. I'm going to grab my seal driver kit. It's supposed to be for bearings too, but we'll see here what happens. And this thing's only, that one will work good. This thing is only aluminum, right? So you don't want to be smashing on her too hard. Okay, I think that should fit through. It's going to be close. I'll have to keep an eye on it, doesn't get wedged in there. Don't know if it's going to take very much to get this thing out. It's pretty close. Okay, now, look, I got my hammer in the other shed. In the container. Hang on a sec. Yeah, I'm really hoping that's just hydraulic oil, not engine oil. I really don't have to tear all that apart. Call Bluey! She's out there, bud. There we go. Yeah, I think that was probably a good idea to change that one out. Trying to see, it's a WTW, whatever the heck that is. 6203. Wowee. Well, there we go. That's out anyways. Now, how to get that stud out of there. Don't really know if there's going to be a nice easy way. Yeah, there's a little bit of ridge there, but it's not bad. I think I'll probably just drive on with it. Maybe just give her a quick little scuffing with some real fine paper or something. Okay, I got a drill bit. I also brought a grade 5/16 bolt up here just to see. Oh yeah. I wouldn't use those though because they'd be too soft. And with that all the time on there, it would probably shear them off. But I also brought a 1/8 inch bit on my little driver guy here. I don't know how it is going to be trying to drill this, but I'm going to try. Oh, already not good. There's a little thing down there. I got to see if I can get that cleaned off. Or it's just going to snap that. It's going to just snap that bit right off. I'm hoping these were softer bolts. I'm not doing too much to it. I wonder if I got a punch. Oh, I got punches somewhere. There's a sharp one there. Get her started with a punch. Hey, that looks more better. It looks like a crater now. So I got a comment on a comment that was left in the comments of the last video when we worked on the tractor here. That's not a grade 8 bolt. Can't be. The comment was, wow, you're a terrible mechanic or something like that. And you know what? I've never... Oh, I didn't want that to happen. That didn't even break right. Good thing I brought a spare. I've never, ever, ever claimed myself in being a mechanic. Ever. I'm a guy by himself, working on stuff by himself, of his own stuff. I won't push so hard, maybe. You know, just stuff for me. I don't do stuff publicly, only because I don't want the responsibility of, oh, my car broke and the brakes failed or whatever, and then I'm suing you. I don't want that. So I'm not a mechanic. I'm not licensed. I just do stuff for myself. Just wanted to clear that up. Yeah, there's no way that's a grade 8. Okay. So yeah, I'm not a mechanic. I'm just, you know, I'm not afraid to tackle something. There's some things I can't do. I can't rebuild a transmission in a car. Okay, there's special skills for that. It's fairly deep there. Oh, I think I'm through. Yep, okay, I guess that's gonna do. Yeah, I can't rebuild a transmission in a car, we'll say. Or stuff like that. But basic stuff I'm pretty adept and know how to do. And most times it works pretty good. Okay, so we're going to get this guy out here. And I presume it's going to be the smaller one. That's of course on the other side here. And these are probably just going to snap right off. So what you do with these, they've got a little edge on them there. I don't know if you can see that, but that's supposed to bite in. You just give her a, and that's kind of cut into that thing. You don't want to go too much because you're going to spread it out and then you'll be fighting yourself. And I could probably just get away with a small little adjustable here. Oh, that's not feeling good. I don't know if I like that or not. I might just try maybe the next guy up here. I really don't want to heat this up. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Keep her coming. Keep her coming. She's a-working. Yeah, you know, I never been schooled in anything other than small engine stuff in high school. Look at that! We won. Now I gotta get the thing out of there. But I did, I drilled right through it. But yeah, I was schooled at school. Small engines, I did it 3 years, I think, and then automotive 1 year, and then they didn't seem to offer it after that, so I'm like, what the heck? So yeah, that worked pretty good. Now I gotta try to get this thing back out of here though. Well, I'll have to work at that. But no, that worked good, so that's good, that's good. The next would be the ring gear, and I don't know what I want to do with that yet. I'm gonna have to get something set up outside that I can heat the crap out of this thing. Sometimes what they're doing is cutting them. You just cut it, but then you got this little bit of a groove here on this one. I don't think you could cut that one, so I'm gonna have to heat it. But you basically start heating around with your torch, and it'll come loose, or it'll just fling right off, and then you heat the new one, and then drop it on. It'll cool and shrink back to the size. You'll never get this off. It's on there. It's meant. That's what it's meant to do, because it's not held on by anything other than squeezing. So yeah, I don't really have anything outside to set up. I'm gonna need something for that to sit on that's gonna be able to do some heat. I'll have to work on that later on, I guess. Listen. I don't know if you can hear it. There's a fire truck just went by. Oh, they just stopped. Over in there somewhere, in that bush across the road, whole whack of coyotes. They started yipping when they heard that guy. I guess they freaked them out a bit. They're, yeah, there's coyotes here, I'll tell you. We actually seen one come up the other day, and he was standing on the gravel here, and he was sniffing, kind of looking towards our chickens there. I'm like, you little bugger, you get out of here. That was probably quite a few of them yipping over there, so interesting, eh? Interesting. Oh, the leaf catcher's been working good too. I'm up to about, oh, maybe 10 loads now, done. And the leaves have barely started to come down yet. It's awesome, love it. Anywho, I got a little bit of a problem here. We're gonna be into some more parts and money. I just tried the pilot bearing from the new one, and it should mesh into here. And with this guy being wore down like that, a lot of play on there. That's not good. Oh my gosh. So I might take this guy out tonight too here, see if I can get in there, get that guy pulled out too, and then we'll see what's going on in behind here, because definitely something's not right. I don't know what the heck's going on here, but I mean, it's so bad it's leaked up out here already. Like, what the heck? That's weird. And all along this side, this whole top piece will have to come off too. Holy crap. I don't think we're going to be driving her this fall coming, but if this is going to be in real bad shape, which I'm kind of thinking it is, it's probably going to end up being a just a regular, no 3 high speeds, unless I can find another one somewhere. But holy jumping, what a thing, eh? Okay, remember when I said I need a real big extension? I went a little overboard maybe, huh? That thing is 21 inches, I think it is, ½ inch. KW Surplus over in Kitchener paid $9 for it back about maybe 10 years ago. That should get us inside of here. I could probably do it from the house. Awesome. Okay, well, let me get into position here. I'll need the ratchet too, because I want to, whoa, kind of feel them coming off of here. And we'll see what the crap's going on back in here? Okay, I got a 5/8 here, but I had to go down to my my little 3/8 ratchet, but we'll see. I don't think this will be super too tight. Should get you guys in behind a little closer here, maybe. Get the light going here too, maybe. All right, I think my extension's too long. Oh. Now this thing's supposed to have oil on it too, from what my stepdad was saying. Oops, sorry. So we'll see. Holy jumping, this is a wrestling match with this big monster. I'm just not sure yet what this is actually screwing into here. But I guess we'll find out. I guess there's another plate or something in there that it's sitting in on. I think I gotta go in front of you for a sec. I can't see where I'm going. I wonder if there's a seal or a gasket or something in behind here that's been leaking. Wouldn't doubt it if this is all wore out. It's probably all wore out in there too. Like I say, I'm not even sure if I can get a... Of course, that's a longer bolt too. They're not even all the same. I'm like, God, nothing's the same on this thing. I wonder if there's any Ford tractors like this anywhere in the world that's actually still officially original. You know, you swap motors from a 9 to a 2 or a 2 to a 9. It's just crazy. Okay, so I'm hoping that this thing will just kind of flip out of here now. Yep. Well, there's a lot of oil in this. I'm just going to leave her tipped forward for a minute just to see if it's coming out of there. It looks dry back in there though. Like there's a gasket on the back here. And it's looking good. What a bloody mystery. There's the 2 gears there too. Wow, that something. Oh yeah, look at this. Look at this. I was waiting for it. She's dripping out of the front of that thing, so it's getting pumped right through that bloody thing. That's where she's coming out of. Okay, let's get her outside. Oh, what a mess. So what I can see is the oil's pumping through. I'm guessing coming through this into that gearbox, overflowing in that gearbox and coming out a seal that's probably in the front there, because it is now leaking where it was pooling back in the bottom of the housing there now, way down in the bottom. So that's what I'm thinking is probably what happened there. Because the seal, I was thinking it was this seal around here, and it looks all good. Like it, well, other than the stuff that leaked out the bottom here when I took it off, but it was all nice and dry looking. So that's good. But as I tipped that thing forward, she started coming out there, and it took a while. It took a while after I dumped that over like that. It took a while to start leaking. So there's a leak in a seal there in that system. But it looks like I'm going to need to get a new shaft for it anyway. So this is a weird gear back in here. I guess it only lets it go on so far. There's like the gear cut down to the valley, and then there's like way at the back. There's like another peak of a gear. And I don't mean the one at the very back there. Right? So. Well, that's not very good either there. There's probably a seal in the back there that's letting that oil through there. So that, and there's probably a bearing in there that needs changed. As this thing's running, I guess, and agitating the oil all around, I wonder why that gear just floats there. That's weird. What is that doing, I wonder? This seems like it floats on the shaft there. Interesting. That it's got a lot of play in it there. I don't think that's so good either. How far am I going to get into this? Holy shnikes. Well, I'd have to get this clip off of here. And that should allow those gears to come off. And unbolt those, I guess, and then take that off, and you'll probably see a seal in the gear in behind there. It could be leaking behind too, maybe, I don't know. Holy jumping. Well, this is turning into a pile of work, isn't it? Well, there she is. This gear is kind of just floating in here. Guess that goes on that big one, and then interesting, there's a couple other gears in there. Then the shifter, this thing shifts, I guess, back, and I haven't quite figured it all out yet, but it's got an original Sherman though. There you go. Step up transmission. But yeah, it's definitely got a seal. Something's going on in the front of this. So I'm going to have to take her apart a bit further, I guess, see what else I can do for them. This is probably a leak in here too. It's probably building up that fluid up there. It's getting past a seal in here, and probably in this little shifter rod. This thing's supposed to go up into there, so when you, yeah, see how loose that is? That bushing just came right out of there. Holy jumping, where am I going to find parts for this now? It's not so good. All of a sudden I'm not maybe wanting to get too much further into this, I don't know. It just sits in there, I guess. That's really wore out too. Holy jumping, eh? Wow. We put these bushings in, I guess, to bush it up, but which helps, definitely helps. But something's leaking here, and I'm going to have to clean it up and pull it apart, I guess, but I don't think I'm going to get into that, like I say, today, so we'll see if we can get some more oil drained out of her, maybe. Looks pretty clean inside, though, which is good, which means the oil's been going through. That nice new clean oil that I put in is all in there, so, and it's been definitely leaking out this front nose thing here. There's something wore out in the front of this, plus this shaft is wore out really bad there, so I'll have to see if I can find parts. Or maybe a whole new assembly that someone's rebuilt. Look online, best place ever. But anyways, I guess that's about it for today. Boy, next, I guess this, I keep working on this Sherman. I don't know whether I'll film a whole pile of it, because I kind of want to just, you know, get right at her and get her done. It's hard with doing all the camera work too, right? But it's pretty cool though. That original and decal on there. So, but we'll maybe film the taking it apart and kind of see what's going on. I don't know whether I got to take. Something's going to have to come apart here, I think, to allow that gear thing to come out of the front there somehow. This shifter fork is kind of holding that other one in there, and it's going to have to. Gonna have to come out. So gears don't look bad in there though, but somehow I'm gonna have to get all this apart to get that apart, and then figure out how the gears come off of that shaft, and then maybe they're just sitting on there, I don't know. Or the whole thing comes out. Looks like you take this off and then that whole front piece would come out of there. So there's definitely some fresh oil on this down in here though. And this actually looks to me, actually, hold on a sec here. Somebody's welded that. Oh my god. Brazed it looks like. That thing would stand up on its own. Right in here. So somehow they broke the housing, there you go. Broke the housing on it and welded that in. I mean, it's probably fine there, but we'll figure it out. I'm gonna have to do some more work, but I'm not gonna get into that today. So, but anyways, that's it for today. Thanks again for watching. We're getting greasy. I'm glad I had these on, and you guys have a good day.